Pause.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox baseball is next. Eduardo Rodriguez, the Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
So striding forward now, Colton Wong, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate. Played in June.
Yeah, I guess baseball 162 games.
Here it is.
I had to do the whole season. I'm about to be at the All-Star game.
Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon.
Like,
they dropped another
13 games left to the All-Star.
In fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will
79
say,
degrees.
Oh,
The wind's on 1 mile per hour blowing.
I look at it the other way.
It was like 80 degrees, hot.
To kind of
Summertime for
on
them.
their feet if the manager wants it. There's a lot
Summertime
of different ways you
baseball.
can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the front.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
In now, Tommy Edman. He swings and lines it to left, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The White Sox on the wall. 7-1 already.
Stepping in for the Cardinals,
6
Paul
and
Goldschmidt.
off
And
the
he enters play
first base
today,
and
currently
national.
5th in the National League batting race.
There's no way you
Paul
could have
Goldschmidt
forecasted this
sucks.
kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
A ball and no strikes. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 2-1. And the 2-1. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
Just call it wall.
Matt Carpenter would be next.
He
if
just
they
call
can
it
keep this
wall
inning
after every
alive.
show.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Goldschmidt swings
Yeah.
and hits this one very well out to deep left field. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box to make it to second, because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. And that's a heck of a job to hold him in the same.
Matt Carpenter is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Goldschmidt leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. Grounded to third. Devers gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. One left for the Cardinals, and now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Carlos Martinez will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go at that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
At the plate, Kevin Pillar comes in today, leading the American League in batting for the season.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Now here it comes. Ripped down the line, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Well, you're going as well as he is. Not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Nobody out, runner on first. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And there goes Pillar. Pitch misses. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
That was a ball. That's a strike.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He's a special player, no doubt. But at home, get this, he's hitting over 400. I mean, he's swinging the bat. He's hitting everything. He's just a very special player playing at home in front of these fans.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. No balls and a strike to count. That batting average still well up there to begin play. 29 homers and 79 RBIs. Drilled on the ground to short, and a base hit as the run will come in to score, and that gives the Red Sox a 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Row. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bogaerts has had a nice season to this point, and he may well earn a spot on the All-Star squad because of it. He comes into today second in fan votes at shortstop.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
1-1.
Hey!
Line toward the alley in left center. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Oh, I can't make the play.
In now, Michael Chavis. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Comes set, now the pitch. It's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Working for the punch out and the offering. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
Why is he not
Quite out of
going?
here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The relay, and he's safe.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Like, why was he not running?
Rafael Devers the next to bat, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Ground ball to second. This could be 2.
Oh, like,
Second
come
for
on,
1.
Devers. How you had a double
And it's inside the
play?
double play, and the side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Now at the plate, Yadier Molina. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Yadier Molina. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Molina is
just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball. I got to count 1 and 2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 3-2 one more time.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Fouled off.
Wow.
And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, Tyler O'Neill. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. It remains 1-0. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. On the season, Pedroia has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Batting in, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Stepping in, Christian Vasquez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And it's gone into the monster seats. A solo shot here to left. Number 10 for him on the year. And that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The windup and the 0-1. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Stepping up now, Kevin Pillar. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. We've played two. It's now 2-0 Boston.
Back now at Fenway Park, home of the Red Sox, who have certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done, and that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of this ball club, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's looked at for ball number 2. This one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Standing in, Jairo Munoz. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. In there, and it's 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. In the dirt here.
I didn't pick up the ball.
Now as the runner moves up to second base.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
As a look, now the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch is popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Tommy Edman.
So striding in, Tommy Edman. Here's the first pitch to him, and he gets ahead 0-1. Fouled away. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Cards leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Pitch on the way. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Well, I'll even at 2-2. Now the pitch. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Striding forward now is the DH, J.D. Martinez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Nobody out, runner on first. Heading out towards shallow right. Munoz has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
The batter, number 2. Shortstop, Xander.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. From the belt, the pitch. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And it bangs off the monster. The relay throw. The tag, and they got him coming back to third. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Brad Miller is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Now playing third base, number 15, Brad Miller.
So here's Michael Chavis now. Turned on down the line.
That's a base hit.
Tries for the backhand, reaches third, but he gets by the glove down the line. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Here now is Rafael Devers, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
0-1 count and the pitch. Devers right field and carrying well. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year as the Red Sox break on top now 5-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Stepping in now, Dustin Pedroia. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Pedroia, affectionately nicknamed Laser Show. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that 2-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now the pitch. This pitch is popped up. And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Cardinals nothing. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And it's fouled away. Ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman, Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Brad Miller.
Into the box, Brad Miller. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez, he's 0 for 7. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Outside for a ball, 1-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Now here's the pitch.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Now batting, Yadier Molina. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And he misses there, 1-2.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. 1-1.
1-1.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the hard of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he popped him up. Bogarts over to his left. No trouble with this one. And the inning is over. Left for the Cardinals. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red with the at-bats they're putting together. They've obviously had a lot of success in terms of pushing across runs, and a big part of that, in his opinion, has been their pitch selection. In this game, they've swung at pitches outside of the strike zone less than 15% of the time, meaning the vast majority of their swings has been at pitches that they're more likely to handle and hit hard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch coming, here it is. Christian Vasquez is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now here it comes. 2 balls and a strike.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Genesis Cabrera answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Genesis Cabrera.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. He's set. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. The 1-2. Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. And oh, pretty nonchalant that time by Molina as that pitch gets away. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
The 2-2.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Long to his right. He's got it. And he's retired here, one away.
Next for the Red Sox, the right fielder, Kevin Pillar.
So a runner at third here with one gone. And that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. First pitch on its way. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Ready for another shot now. Andrew Benintendi. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Two balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
2 out, nobody on. Oh, and a horrible swing there as the count moves to 2-1.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Two and two. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Red Sox lead it 6-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time, they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
Digging in, Tyler O'Neill.
Dark is on it there.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a
Think he went
boatload as
out.
we
I
enter
think
the
I
middle
left it
innings.
there.
It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. First delivery to him on the way. This is skied into short left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 34, Gyro Munoz.
Stepping into the box, Gyro Munoz comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground for the shortstop, Bogarts. Scooped up. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning. And
Designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
first pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball one.
Low for ball one. Hard on the ground towards short. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogart.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better two-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they start him out away with a called strike. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. from the stretch. Here's the pitch.
0-1's the count.
Runners on first with one down. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Hit in the air to center field. Bader is there. Two gone.
Now batting, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Now to the plate, Rafael Devers. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Into the box now, Dustin Pedroia, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting a fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. The 1-0 home. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. His second of the game as the blowout continues.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares? It is now.
Alex Reyes gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So here now is Jackie Bradley, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Bradley waits on the 1-0.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
1-1. 1-2 the count. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
The 3-2 one more time. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The right fielder, number 5, Kevin.
Back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. Here's the first pitch to him. Two out with the man at first. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Fouled off. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. From the stretch. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 19th home run for him on the season as they just continue to pour it on here.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
At the plate, Andrew Benintendi. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. O'Neill waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. But they manage to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. 5 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 12 and the Cardinals nothing. Colton Wong will stand in to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now a fastball up around the shoulders, but it's strike 3 called and a questionable first out of the inning.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
At the plate now, Tommy Edman, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Another 0-2 coming, and another foul ball. The next 0-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The runner scores from second.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
So now to the plate, Brad Miller, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The average entering play at a cool .330. 5 homers, 18 driven in. The 1-0 home. One out and a runner on second base. And this is swung on and hit on the ground to Pedroia at second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The catcher, number 3, Yadier Molina.
Yadi Molina digging in now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Line to the right side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Paul DeYoung.
Stepping in now, Paul DeYoung. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Red Sox 12 and the Cardinals 2. Here's J.D. Martinez. He was a ground out victim last time up.
The designated hitter, J.D.
And the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
The 2-0 on the way. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And you can see on the graphic there, he currently leads the Red Sox in that department. Into the box, Xander Bogaerts, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1.
2. One ball, 2 strikes to count.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Ranging back is O'Neill, and it's off the green monster. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
Standing in now, Michael Chavis, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Chavis is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Two and one to the Red Sox first baseman.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 3-1 is in there for strike number 2. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Digging in and looking for more, Rafael Devers. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball, that's out.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 1-0 is outside for a ball.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Now the 2-0. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And that is into the visitors' bullpen, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
The second baseman.
Dustin Pedroia will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. The pitch. Three runs already home here. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Pedroia, and there are two away.
The batter, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Striding in once again, Christian Vasquez. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Now the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and 2 to the Red Sox catcher. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader is in his tracks now as he tucks this one away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. We're through 6 full. Boston's out in front 15-2. Into the box, Tyler O'Neill. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in the count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
I got 2-1 the count.
Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2. Sure took a healthy hack that time. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope. That's down.
1 out, nobody on. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. The count now at 2-2. Here's the pitch.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
3-2 pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
So digging in now, Jairo Munoz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Colin McHugh comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 31, Colin McHugh.
From the stretch. 0-1 the count. McHugh, a previous member of the Houston Astros. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton Wong.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Colton Wong. Here comes the first pitch. Left side, but well foul. Fastball called for strike 2. Popped up. Devers is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cards leave one, and they remain well behind. Striding into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Jackie Bradley.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
To the plate now, Kevin Pillar. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. Ready with the 1-0. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew.
Ready for another chance? Andrew Benintendi. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0.
That's a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Two balls and a strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Now the 2-1. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Here now the 2-2. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Edman ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, hitting pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
One man is out in the Red Sox seventh, and into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Two and one. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Xander Bogaerts. And he's trying to make this a 5-hit ball game for himself right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Here it comes, 1-0. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. The 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman.
First delivery to him on the way.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Grounded to first. He's right there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now that
not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Tonight. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run.
Maybe this gives them a little momentum going into the next game.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he hits one on a line to left field. That gets down, and the inning will continue. He's around first, heading for two. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
At the plate now, Paul DeYoung, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set with the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 delivery started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter, or he's setting him up to go down and away.
2-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And strike 3 called, as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Cards forced to Striding in for Boston, Michael Chavis. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Rafael Devers. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Now the 1-0.
No.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Fouled away. another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty, one man out. And it's fouled away. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Fouled off. Another 2-2 offering. Here's a pop-up now. Goldschmidt will wait on it. And there's the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Now at the plate, Dustin Pedroia. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the first pitch. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. But you can forgive them as they still hold and in. Hitless coming into this at bat, so the hit streak has been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
First pitch of the at bat. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth.
The right fielder, number 34, Jairo Munoz.
Stepping up to the plate, Jairo Munoz. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now.
Up next to the Cardinals, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Here's Colton Wong now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ranging back is Bradley, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
15-3 the final score. Boston jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Eduardo Rodriguez earned his 9th win of the year. Carlos Martinez permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. Our Fenway Park paid attendance this afternoon, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely.